Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James and today I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the past 7 days. Now this week is special as we will be seeing all of the VRs from the upcoming Booster Set 7. And starting off we have the VR for Nubatama, Evil Stealth Dragon Akatsuki Hanzo. He has Act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost retire 2 of your grade 0 rear guards, so this unit gets plus 20,000 power until the end of the turn. Choose any number from all rear guards and return them to hand. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, your opponent chooses cards from his or her hand equal to the number of cards returned with this effect and discards them. This is incredibly good value, as retire decoy tokens is not much of a cost whatsoever, as this works really well against Excel Clan for even better value. Nubatama's greatest weakness is Nubatama themselves, it seems. Evil Stealth Dragon Kurogiri is great for making decoy tokens and has Act Rearguard Circle, cost Soul Blast 2 and return this unit to your hand. Call up to 2 evil decoy tokens to Rearguard Circle. This immediately fuels your VR, but Soul will likely be the biggest cost for Nubatama. Lastly for Nubatama we have Stealth Fiend Tatari Bue, a grade 1 with auto Vanguard Circle. When its attack hits a Vanguard, draw a card, and continuous Rearguard Circle during your turn. If you have grade 0 Rearguard, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. Grade 1s having the on-hit draw is really useful for giving the early game more of a choice of whether to guard or not. Onto Genesis, we have the VR with Quaking Heavenly Dragon, Astrios Dragon. It has 3 skills, starting with Continuous Vanguard Circle. If your Vanguard Circle has 5 or more force markers, your back row center Rearguard Circle becomes an Astral Plane. A skill we've seen before, and it also has Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1, get an imaginary gift force and put that marker on your Vanguard Circle. And lastly, it has Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. If your Astral Plane has a unit, cost Soul Blast 1 and draw a card. So this is basically does everything you'd want it to, and then gets a little extra bonus too, for getting your ideal field. Battle Maiden Imari is a grade 1 with Act Rearguard Circle once per turn. If your Vanguard Circle has 3 or more force markers, cost Soul Blast 2 and Countercharge 1. You get to do this every turn if you have the fuel for it, which makes it a really nice way of getting your resources back, and I'd assume Genesis get more ways to cheapen the cost of their soul blasting. A really nice protective card is White War Sorcerer Vejiba. He's a grade 1 with Auto Guardian Circle. When placed, cost Counterblast 1 and this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until the end of the turn. If your Vanguard is an Astral Poet, get an imaginary gift force and put that marker in your Vanguard Circle. Having a defensive way to get markers is a really cool mechanic, and even then, he's still a 20k shield, which is pretty big. Angel Feather get their VR of Cosmo Healer Agodiel. She has Auto Vanguard Circle when placed, cost Counterblast 1, choose up to 2 cards from all rear guards, and put them into the damage zone. If one or more cards were put this way, this unit gets a critical until the end of the turn. You and your opponent heal cards equal to the cards that were put into the damage zone this way. So she can essentially retire 2 of your opponent's units. The only issue is that you would be giving your opponent open damage to use with the counterblasts, but she can make use of this with Auto Vanguard Circle. When it attacks, this unit gets plus 5,000 power for each of your opponent's face-up cards so she just ends up being a huge hitter with that extra critical. Angel Feather get the very useful RRR, Healthful Intendant. Her skill is Auto when road upon, cost put this card into your damage zone, face down, and call a card from your damage zone to Rearguard Circle. Then she also has Continuous Rearguard Circle. If a card was put into your opponent's damage zone this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. So the interesting part about this is that it looks for the damage in your opponent's zone, meaning that it works really well with Agodiel, and Agodiel will probably be buffing the whole field with cards that get similar effects to this. Scalpel Angel is another grade 1 with Continuous Rearguard Circle. If your damage zone has 3 or more cards, this unit gets Intercept and plus 5,000 power. So an easier requirement to fulfill, and having the power on your opponent's turn naturally makes her harder to retire. There was a problem uploading last week's episode, but to recap, the VR that was shown last week is Nova Grappler's Fighting Fist Dragon God Hand Dragon. His first skill is Continuous Vanguard Circle. The power increased on front triggers revealed with this card, and the drive check is increased by 10,000. Doubling the front's effectiveness is incredibly good. It does ask for a build with a lot of fronts, so people will feel happier no guarding the attack, but to help this out, he also has Auto Vanguard Circle. When it attacks, cost Counterblast 1, discard a card from your hand. Until the end of the battle, this unit gets plus 1 drive, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 1 critical. So your opponent's still going to want to guard. Not only that, this gives him a stride-like feel, with the crit going up. One other bit of support from last week was the grade 1 Grit Bengal. He has Auto rearguard circle when played, you may reveal a front trigger from your hand and put it to the top of your deck. It's simple, but you have to ask yourself whether you'd discard a card to get 80,000 plus power. And the answer is probably yes. Though Nova Grappler did get some new cards this week too, starting with Starfighter Silver Fist, his grade 1, with continuous Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, the power increase from your front trigger effects revealed with your drive check, get plus 5,000. A skill that a grade 2 had last week also, so really bumping up those front triggers. And he also has Auto Vanguard Circle. When its attack hits a Vanguard, draw a card, and discard a card from your hand. Only a cycle, but this build of Nova Grappler is supposed to be a very glass cannon sort of build, so it's understandable. We also have full-time mechanic, Stroll Genie, another grade 1, and has Auto Rearguard Circle. When your drive check reveals a front trigger, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. So even on the back row, you can gain power from front triggers. And that is this week. Be sure to check out next week when I'll be going through the cards throughout the next 7 days, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!